I'm still in a dream, snake eater. Someday you go through the rain. Someday you feed on a tree fall. This ordeal, the trial to survive, for the day we see new light. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. Snake eater, in my time, there'll be no one else. Climb, it's the way I fly to you. Snake eater, I'm still in a dream. Snake eater, I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. Snake eater. I give my life, not for honor, but for you. Snake eater, in my time, there'll be no one else. Climb, it's the way I fly to you. Snake eater, I'm still in a dream. Snake eater, I'm still in a dream. Snake eater. Snake eater.
This is Console Wars the card game. Featuring more famous video games than you can shake a stick at, Console Wars finally allows you to win a war you've been fighting and probably losing on the internet your entire life. Quit being a keyboard warrior with the warm embrace of anonymity to protect you. Now you and your friends can fight on the front lines, battling for incredible franchises, exclusivity, and eventual victory. Collect some of the most famous video game franchises of all time. Protect them with loyal and frighteningly dedicated fans. Brave the volatile video game industry and claim the ultimate victory in the Console Wars. Your favorite video game making mega corporation needs you. Enlist today. Head to consolewarsgame.com. Pick up a copy of Console Wars the card game, outshine your rivals, and prove that your platform reigns supreme. Out now.
Hello all, welcome. Happy Monday. Oh, I ended up giving up. I thought I was done with Slime Rancher, and then I looked at the review guide and realized, oh, I haven't seen any of the 1.0 stuff. Can't do this review. And I don't have it in me to get it done by the time the game comes out. So instead, I'm going to have some fun and play The Division 2 on Xbox Series X using my Vitrix Pro BFG Reloaded fancy $210 controller that's amazingly nice. This is just more Division 2. Just hang out, chit-chat, shoot the shit, keep an eye on news to potentially get up on the website. And, yeah, if you got any questions or anything, feel free to hit me up. Thanks to all the lurkers and the jerkers. Hello, Shrez. Hello, Nissa. Hope you guys are doing well. I am going to start my weeklies, which reset tomorrow when I haven't done yet. Hey, hello, Igor Santiago. How you doing? I do not have anywhere near enough water, so that'll be our first thing. Get enough water for the weekly shade requisition quest. Or project, sorry, it's not a quest. Don't yell at me. There's some water right here. Easy peasy. Means running through the whole place, though. So weekly projects, 2 of them give you exotic, so I always try and do them when I have the time and remember this a game exists. It's really hard. I was thinking, and I'll probably end up doing it. Patron numbers are down, Mohammed. Thanks to all the gifted subs, we were up near 300. Those like 75 to 80 gifted subs have worn out, and pretty much nobody stayed on. So we're back down to 211 paid members, which is amazing. But we need to like quintuple that to be able to ever even think of like bringing Nick on or anything. So, and not even quintuple the amount of people, because we are extremely top heavy, because we are very lucky to have all the MVPs and CEO and all the shit that we got. One second, it's loud. I'll turn it down in a moment. We would need to quintuple the amount we make on Patreon for it to pay for everything. So we're a lot closer than we used to be, but overall the numbers are down, which I think is just going to keep happening in this economy. But we're very lucky to have all the people that are able to contribute in the ways that they do. So thank you. It was weird. We hadn't even really had any super chats for a very long time on the main podcast. We had like maybe 1 or 2 a show. But we've always kind of been that way. We don't get that many super chats compared to a lot of other podcasts I watch. I guess people like throwing money at shows when they're being a little spicier. We tend to try and avoid the clickbait, rage bait stuff. I don't know. So on the whole, our main focus is still just on the website and trying to get the views up there, because that is a much more consistent and less embarrassing begging way to try and make the company work. Thankfully, getting Kat on board, having John really focus on it, having me jump in when I can, having Cengiz do as much as he does, it has really helped. But yeah, we're not Patreon's. I'm not expecting Patreon to like ever fly up that much again. Not in this economy, at least. It'll be a while. And yeah, Nick likes to push things a bit. And I know we could get cheap hits doing rumor mills and all this other stuff, but I don't want to. I don't want to. John doesn't want to. I mean, Nick has always said it was always for himself. Like, it helping the site begin, absolutely. But as far as, like, now, I think we're more well known for, like, legitimate, good work on games coverage and less single source rumors. Like, single source rumors are pretty much useless. I've never been a fan of them. But if it was like an actual well-sourced, multiple people or documentation type of thing, and it can be a report on the website, absolutely. And we can break it on the podcast as it goes live on the website. And then everyone links the podcast, even though we beg them to link the website, because we make infinitely more money from a view on the website than we ever would on YouTube. It's a weird industry in a very weird place. Ow. Bad. How did I not die? Nope, it's right back, idiot. But you're dead. Oh, shit. Ow. There's so many people around here. But yeah, yeah, the big focus will continue to be trying to do the best, like, the Patreon is essentially why we can still do so many reviews. If we did not have the Patreon, we would not be able to do the reviews we do at all. Because they tend to not make any money. Not even that they don't make a lot, it's that they don't really make anything most of the time. Every once in a while, they might do all right and make you like $30. But you could write an SEO on that game in 1/50th of the time. That can easily make you $30. It can be something as basic, bitch, as when is this game out? That's it. Oh, I gotta turn off the backup requests again, don't I? Yeah, because most of the rumors are like just a game of whispers where they don't actually know the origins. They don't know where any of this is coming from. It's almost always single source. It's not ever good reporting. That is what you get from, you know, Schreier and Totillo and... Like, Jez won't write something unless he's pretty confident on it. You know, mostly documentation, not just one person has told me type of stuff. But most of the guys who are like us and in their living rooms with a podcast will just have one person that they think is in the industry tell them something, and from there they'll immediately just run with it like it is a guaranteed correct news story. I don't know if you guys know, but I've heard type of stuff. Oh, I never unlocked this echo, huh?
Said I was a cockroach. I assumed she meant I was tough to kill.
I doubt it.
Yo, easy to kill. Blah, blah, blah.
Introductions after you've heard me out.
Cat Morton getting out the news.
What are you these days? OGA?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
And PSSR doesn't seem to be too great in Silent Hill.
Good base plus hazard pay and bonuses, and you'd be working with quality people.
Yeah? Now, who would I be working for?
People who want what's best for this country.
People who want
This a one-time
white wine spritzers.
and fast. You don't want to miss this bus.
I swore an oath, and I'm sticking to it.
All right.
Not something I'd expect a cockroach to understand.
Well, that's a damn shame. You sure would be an asset.
Oof. Ow, man, everything hurts.
I sure fucking hope not.
You'll never see me, dickbag. They stole my knee pads. All right. I think I got all the water that's here. How much water do I have for this project, eh? All right, I'm still 106 short. Need to find more water. Then we'll go do a mission or something. Water, water everywhere. Are you blue water? God damn it. I want green water, because that means there's more there. And there, I don't know if there's any word outside of woke that has completely had its meaning bastardized by the people that it was not meant to be used by. Like, woke was an African-American term for non-people of color who could properly understand what people of color have to go through sometimes in this country that people not of color don't have to. That was it. It was actually like a positive term for certain white people with correct knowledge and empathy. And it just got bastardized into the dumbest shit. Oh my god. Everything's so dumb. It's annoying. And it's funny, people are like, don't talk about politics. Like, man, this game is unbelievably political, no matter how much it tries to hide from it. Like, the Division is super political, and then it cowers away from it in the long run. But it's not like lefty, super progressive. It is, there should be a police, it would be amazing if there was a police state where you were judge, jury, and executioner. Like, that's what you are as a Division agent. You just go and kill anyone you think deserves it. It's insane to think about in the real world. All art is essentially political in various ways. Now, it's nice to just get away from the bullshit every once in a while. I agree. Trust me. But, life's gotten dumber in a lot of ways. Man, my thing is just gonna kill all of them, huh? Excuse me. I think they buffed LMGs since the last time I played. This gun is shooting faster and more accurately than I remember, by a lot. And I thought I remembered seeing them talk about that, about buffing LMGs. Because in the true end game, they were pretty weak. This thing's just shooting insanely fast. How'd you get behind me? Oh, no, you're good guys. Wait, it says there's a bad guy behind me. How'd the bad guy get behind me? Ow. Shoot the bad guys. Woo. Now we're finally out of the full sprint for September and just waiting on the full sprint for October. So I'm just waiting on... I'm trying to get Lego Party for John. Wow, holy shit. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's back. Music's really kicking off. What the hell? Oh, fuck me. Are those rogue agents out of nowhere? God damn it. Yep. Yeah, you think? Yes, there are rogue agents around now. Thank you for letting me know, video game. Help me, NPCs. You're my only hope. Ow! Ow! Cover me, friend! Alright, one down. The other one got his plague. Ow. Alright. Come on, pop your head up so I can renew your plague. Got him! Alright.
Supply room access unlocked.
I'm actually using my Xbox headphones so I can have proper audio in this one. Everyday carrier. Armor regen, armor and kills, incoming repairs. Using an armor kit has a 75% chance to not consume the armor kit. Kind of interested. Pick up his favorite. We'll keep that one. Yeah, good for me. Thank you. We killed some rogue agents. Good for us, friends. I need to turn off the request thing. I am so sick of hearing that. How do I turn off the constant, non-stop requests? I forget. Is it in... It might be in the main pause menu. Definitely was turned off, because it just comes... On-call status. There it is. None. Friends and clan. That's it. Otherwise, that shit never stops. Oh, hey. Savannah needs to go out. Let's, Where's my phone? There's my phone. God damn this friggin'... I have to go into the Stream Deck and double-click stuff in it to get it to actually sync into OBS. So give me a moment. Yes, I know, Savannah. I know I'm coming. So I've clicked in. Wait for OBS. Now it actually pops up. Amazing, isn't it? Okay. Instead of being a giant thing. Hey, it's also upside down. Let me un-upside down you. Oh no, it's upside down in there. Boop, boop. There we go. Fix. You need to go boop. You need to go beep, 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 beep. Very good wheel. There's Oreo. a big setup. It's a lot now. And there you have it. One dog, all happy, and pee-peed out. Whew. All right. Back to the murdering as judge, jury, and executioner. Or Judge Judy and executioner, if you so choose. Pretty light news day. Not a lot has happened. They snuck out the price increase on Friday, so...
Guarding location nearby.
Then I imagine most other things are being saved for Thursday, when I gotta be up at 5 a.m. to produce the XboxEra Tokyo Game Show Xbox stream. Co-stream, live, react, however you want to name it. Has there been a graphics update? They, when they got it to 60, it immediately just looked and felt amazing. And it still looks really good, but I don't think they changed anything else, did they? Because I know they've talked about the third game being the next big thing for them, really. I love Star Wars Outlaws. I thought that game was fantastic.
Sometimes it's a little quiet.
Oh, outside, yeah. The real world graphics of The Division, Tampa. All right. I need more water. Do I still have that marked? I do not. Uh-oh. Well, the water's gone now. You want your water? All right. Oh, yeah. I wish I could kill some people. I'm going to join the Proud Boys and be an ice. Ah, man. Oh, that's right. I bought a back scratcher. Here it is. I'm finally old. Everything's going great. Got my Silent Hill F review out. Happy to see, because I didn't know exactly how many endings there were. But I'm happy to see I got 2 of the 3 that I've seen out there. I think the first one you always get, and then when you play through again, you can get 1 or 2, and I got the better one. So I'm happy. But my reviews out of that one, no spoilers in it. Because all the best parts of that game are heavily spoilered in the embargo. No talk about, no show. Even though their friggin' launch trailer kind of shows some of the stuff we didn't show. But yeah, no, that game is awesome. I think it's at an 87 on OpenCritic right now. Fantastic game. I saw one incredibly negative review that's like, this isn't my Silent Hill. I'm like, all right. I mean, Silent Hill was mostly bad. People have been begging for a new one to actually be good, and this one is. It is different. But they've always been made by Japanese devs, so it being set in Japan in like an older time is cool. Fine by me. Hey, not everyone's going to like the same stuff, so. But we should be having a Sonic Racing Crossworlds review from Ferry soon. It's written and scheduled. He just should be having a video done by John. We'll have headlines tomorrow. I know John wants to stream... Barely touch that trigger. That thing is way too sensitive. John wants to stream some this week with his new 6 sessions. And we'll have the early stream on Thursday, followed by headlines later in the day. And then who knows on Friday? Maybe we'll do a Sick and X Flicks. I'm not sure. But there's been so much content this month, and there's probably going to be so much next month. Lots of stuff to watch and read. It's felt good. I feel the team has been cooking since the middle of August, really, when everything really started popping off for game releases. We have kept up as good as anyone, which is saying a lot because we have no budget, not even a little bit.
Detected. Nearby location.
We do have some haters. I just constantly get pinged about this one other website that just loves shitting on us, and I realize they're mostly doing it because they have no monthly viewership, and we do, and we're actually big enough now where their entire thing is trying to, catapult themselves into relevance on our backs. So, like always, just ignore them. Not worth dealing with people who don't actually care and are fully bullshitting the stuff they talk about. They just want to either hurt your feelings or, as well, gain some clout by friggin' beefing with you like you're in high school again. It's like, Jesus Christ. It never ends. High school just, next subathon? I don't know, Sherez. It's tough because everyone, like... We've done so many trying to raise monies recently, and I have the our 5th year of Extra Life on November 8th. So if we were going to do something, I would guess October, but October is as busy, if not busier, than September. So I don't know that we can. And you're hitting the holidays, and anyone who's doing Christmas and buying presents, you know. So I would assume if we're going to do like a winter one, it would be January? I don't know. Really haven't thought about it because we've just been so busy, and we just did so much fundraising. But the next one, even if it's like January, it would be for travel for the next year. It would be for booking Gamescom and getting all that done early. So that our travel plans and our accommodations or anything are a lot easier to set up. Because it was rough this year. Like my travel itinerary sucked. Connecting flights and trains and whatnot. And then you find out trains in Germany are infamous for not being on time. Very much going against the old meme. It was rough, man. So I think probably early next year, with a focus on trying to help with our travel again. Between having the PayPal and we'll set up another PayPal specifically for it, as well as trying to get subs on the Patreon, because if we could just grow the Patreon, a lot less to worry about. But growing the Patreon is tough. And yeah, it's been interesting because we've gone from very small fan site that was a part-time thing for John and Nick as a podcast, then had a little website, and then it had a little the YouTube channel, started doing more than just a podcast, and then I just started doing it as my full-time thing without ever being paid a penny, because Amanda's amazing and encouraged me to do it. She's like, this is your one opportunity to really try and build a job around the thing you love in a way that shouldn't be soul-crushing, because I'm still not, and I hopefully never will be beholden to like corporate demands on what we do and don't cover. Reply to an email. But yeah, we've been really lucky. Like we've done nearly 1,000 reviews, maybe more if you count up games, shows, physical items, and everything. It's been a lot of hard work, a lot of time and money spent to build this up, and it's felt amazing. Oh yeah, anyone who is on the Patreon and is either moving down tiers because of a lack of funds or moving up, if things are going well, it is Always hugely appreciated just staying on. There's been some people that went from like the $50 tier to nothing. I was like, oh wow, we piss you off somehow, or did life get that bad? I feel terrible if it has. That's the thing. Like, it's tough being so top heavy, because then like if somebody loses their job or something like that, you lose a significant percentage of the Patreon money. Dodge City Gunslinger holster. I already got you. Just got this one, which is, I don't know, 80% full on everything, versus a perfect one. Perfect one wins. Wow, I've got a lot of these to open. Thank you, Townsend. There was a period there, especially from one of the people who was doing their best to constantly make our lives miserable. I mean, on social media, it doesn't actually do anything. But there was a period there where I had to work 100-hour weeks nonstop to try and rebuild relationships that they broke by taking things they weren't supposed to and never putting content out with them, type of stuff. So it's been tough. There's been time. Most of the time, it's really fun. Sometimes it's been really hard, mentally and physically and everything. So it feels real good. It's also weird. I don't feel like we've complained about getting review code. We've just explained why we keep getting PC. And some people have definitely taken that as us complaining about not getting enough review codes. And it's like, man, every review code we get is amazing and lucky to get for the most part, because you're never owed anything. But at the same time, if we're XboxEra and we can't review Xbox versions of games, it's really tough. Like I was very lucky to get the PC code for Silent Hill F, but I see some websites did have Xbox code, even though I was explicitly told no Xbox code before launch, and the Xbox build wasn't even up yet. So I don't know how those guys reviewed it, unless they did the whitelisting thing and they really just didn't want to keep doing that, or they had already done it and couldn't go back and do more, which would make sense. Else good. I despite what people think, as this is what I do for a living, like, might not be paid, but it is what I do. There isn't something else, and then I'm doing this on top of it. I get 8 or 9 hours of sleep every day. I make it very, it is a point that sometimes annoys my wife, but I try to go to bed around midnight every day. And I'm up around 8 or 9 o'clock every day. So it's been good. I feel good. Go for walks with the puppy. Try and keep in at least a little bit of shape. I was able to walk around and do everything at Gamescom without issue. So yeah, I'm doing all right. And I guess because of the way my brain works, where like now that I'm done Silent Hill F and Dying Like the Beast, if you ask me about them, I would probably have to go and look at my review to remember everything. Like my brain definitely just goes blah, and I'm on to the next one, which is, it was Slime Rancher 2, but I kind of ran out of steam on that one. I was not going to have enough time before it's out to catch up and do a proper review, which is also another thing we keep getting accused of. Like, they were like, oh, they won't even have to review FIFA this year. And they said that like a day or two after we put out a very long, comprehensive, and I think excellently written FIFA review. Like, oh, they'll just have said they played last year's or years ago, and it's all the same. Like, no, man, the guy who's convinced you we are like that is the one who did all that shit, but no one ever cares. It's very frustrating overall to constantly cop shit without ever actually having done anything. Like, it's very annoying to be the victim in a situation and still have people just pretend like you were the bad guy. It's like, no, man, our website was the victim in this situation of somebody taking codes they weren't supposed to, and not reviewing things they said they did, making me have to delete all of their reviews off of the website and YouTube and apologize repeatedly to PR companies. Like, that's the most frustrating part.
You're a skyscraper. This may take a while. Hope you cleared your schedule.
Oh, I'm doing fine, Townie's End. It's just, it's not a, it's not a livable wage yet for either myself or John or Kat, who's come on. Like, we're trying to get there, and once John's talked about it, once he's out of his house, which was eating up most of the website's money, that frees up that money for us to actually, you know, do stuff. So it really sucks, John losing his house because of his divorce, but at the same time, it will free us up a ton financially and make everything actually work for once. Without getting too in-depth. That you know, that could be a thing, Sherez. There's definitely a thing. John would probably handle most stuff like that as, you know, main guy. Our budget would probably still be zero. I know most people who go over there and cover stuff get it comped or by like a specific company. They will come, they will cover their thing, and that company pays for their flight and hotel room because they can't afford it otherwise. Because they don't have big companies behind them for the most part. We haven't built up any relationships like that. If we're able to, I wouldn't mind going at some point, even though it's really fucking close to Gamescom. And I'm lucky in Germany, where in Cologne, knowing English, you can get by no problem. I am an American. I don't know any other languages at all. I used to know Spanish, but I lost that after high school from lack of use. But yeah, no, that could work really well. I know Nick's close, but it's also, Nick doesn't care about most of the games that would be there, and he has work, so... Yeah, things are feeling very positive for the website. The growth is the best we've ever had on YouTube. Our viewership's the best we've ever had. The website is the most consistent we've ever had, where it's not tied to having one article go viral and get like 40,000 hits for a month to do okay. We just get 7,000 to 12,000 hits every day, even if we don't have anything take off, which we never had before. So yeah, like a lot of times when you try to explain things and how they're working, people want to take it as, oh, you're just complaining. It's like, no, I'm trying to explain how it works for us. And I think the people who really follow us and pay attention to the website appreciate and understand all of that. But then you have people who jump in every once in a while and it's like, oh, all I hear is about you guys saying you're not getting Xbox codes. You should be happy you get any. And like, I am happy I get any, I promise. I am never expecting a review code. I do not expect Xbox Ally review units. I do not expect... I already know if I get a Legion Go 2, it's not going to be the same as last time. It's not going to be a thing to keep and continually get to use for coverage, like I was lucky enough to have with the first Legion Go. But yeah, I don't expect to get an Xbox Ally review unit. I know most of the people that are based in America will. Like I expect Paris and a lot of other people who are in America that deal with America PR for Xbox, even like the Booms and all them have a much better chance of getting them than us because we're not part of the American PR side, which just has more open to it. Just, it is what it is. Yeah, no, we try to be open about stuff, but then I don't know if they're jealous or if they just hate us because one guy has convinced them, like he did with one of the main things I had to do was, like, if you remember Karis's Corner, I think Karis hates us now, and they hate us, or she hates us because of that guy in large part, and him convincing everyone that we were mean and evil and all this type of shit. And there's just been a ton of stupid behind-the-scenes bullshit to try and convince people once again that no, we were the victims in that situation. We were nice and didn't say anything publicly, and he took advantage of that to constantly shit talk us to everyone he could, and it cost us a lot of relationships and friendships with people, and it stinks. But outside of that, within actual gaming coverage, within PR companies, within Microsoft and Nintendo even, to a point, like, I don't have a single bad relationship with anyone. We were not in all the way with every company. Like, we didn't get invited to all the Capcom stuff at Gamescom. We don't have a relationship with Epic, so we didn't get invited to any of their stuff. But none of it, as far as I know, is ever like a negative, we don't like you. It's literally just, we don't know you. You need to reach out to us and figure it out. And so that still ends up being a large part of my job, is building up relationships for the website with every PR company I can that covers pretty much anything in gaming. And I've done a very good job of that, I think, overall. John will hit people up from the UK side. I will hit them up from the American side. And there are a lot of websites where the American side is infinitely more useful. Like, you can't... God damn, this friggin' grenade. I can't see it, so it's cheap. Can't see the actual grenade itself. No, I'm not. I just moved a little to the side. Now die. But yeah, there's also a lot of weird grudges from, like, Resetera, from our beginnings as a bunch of people posting on there who are like, shit, it's impossible to talk about Xbox on this website. And that's only gotten worse over time. To shifting over to having our own forums, having our own Discord, which I think are both really good, even if the forums did die off a little bit because of over-moderation at some times, but also it's like, I didn't know what else to do in those situations because people just wanted to cause shit. I mean, Gaming Leaks and Rumors is Reddit, and Reddit is about as bad as it gets for any type of social media. It is an awful place full of people that only hate everything. Reddit sucks, and the only reason you ever like or post on Reddit is because it can get you a lot of clicks. It's never because, like, I'm going to have a good conversation on there. You're not going to have that as a website or a content creator. You're just going to have people endlessly shitting on you. And it sucks really bad. But yeah, like, if you look at early podcast episodes, especially around the time that they got rid of Figments and I joined, there was a patron named Karis who would always do very long, thought-out community questions, and Nick would put on a smoking jacket and pretend to smoke a fake pipe and read her questions. But then that ended because I'm pretty sure she was convinced we were evil by a guy I fired. It's weird firing someone from a volunteer website, but it happened. And it did not go great, even though I did my damnedest to just try and immediately have the situation end. Like, having tons of evidence of somebody using your name without letting you know to get codes that they then didn't ever put out content for, and so PR companies were furious with you. And writing reviews and doing shit. Like, never said a word, never said anything, still haven't ever said. Just get harassed by them constantly years later is very frustrating. But yeah, no, for the most part, we just, I think, absolutely kill it on the coverage front. We've gotten really good on the news front, and the future of the website is a hell of a lot healthier than it was earlier this summer when it was coming to a head on what we bring in versus what John needed to keep doing this as a job. So now we're in a much healthier position as far as, like, what do we earn versus what is coming out every month. So we're good to go for a long time. And like always, we got ideas. We got ideas on content and on different things and different ways to do stuff. Keep trying to push console wars. Like, the hardest thing about making a physical product is word of mouth and tariffs. The tariff side sucks, even though it's not an expensive product, so they're not too bad. But yeah. We're always trying. Like, we're trying different things we can think of and do to be able to continue to do the actual games coverage that you guys like. Because that actual games coverage doesn't make money on its own. That's why we need the Patreon to keep going up. It's the only way we really have of being able to keep focusing on coverage. Otherwise, it just has to be a SEO, because I can write 30 SEO articles about a game and just pass off a review for someone to do a mediocre job of just writing it and not doing a video or anything, and make a lot more money for the website. But I don't want to do that. Like, I don't care if all that evergreen is going to keep making more and more money in a way a review will not. We've got our patrons who like our reviews and our previews and our streams, and that is what they're paying for. I can't imagine they would be paying for, hey, I just got in Silent Hill F. Some guy wrote a review for it. It's 300 words and not very good, but it keeps the PR company happy. And I did 12 SEO pieces if you want to know how to do this puzzle or how to get this ending. Like, that's not fun. I saw him post about it, and so I sent him a DM telling, letting him know, because I had already played it. My review was done by that point, but obviously can't say anything in public. I don't think we've done a reorder of Console Wars, so I'm going to guess there's been hardly any sales. It's not like it's a dead IP or property or anything for us. It's just, it hasn't like taken off, and then we've had to do reorders, and it's just selling like crazy on the Amazon, and so we can pay ourselves a real living wage type of deal. It's just kind of there. Doesn't hurt. Doesn't do enough to carry anything, but hopefully we can keep building it up. Everything is pretty much always a marathon and never a sprint when you're trying to build up from nothing. Yeah, there was definitely points this weekend where I'm just like, man, I never say anything. I never engage in any of the dumb drama. But I just have to get used to the fact that we're big enough, we are successful enough, we are going to be dragged into it by people who aren't successful and whose only way they know how to get engagement is by trying to cause shit in between people that have way more actual organic engagement than they ever have on their website or their YouTube channel or their, podcasts they do for 10 years that, might only get 20 people listening live and 100 over a week. So their ideas are, okay, I'm going to talk shit about these guys again because I got 12 likes on my last tweet when I did that. So it's annoying, but I don't, it's never going to go away. So we just keep working. Like, I was up setting up tomorrow's headlines, getting all that good to go, figuring out potential streams, working on finding more review codes and physical review items. Like, I'm trying to get a sit-stand desk from Corsair, see if they have any of those available for review, because I am looking for a new desk, so it would really make sense to find one and see what it's like for a lot of people that are in the same type of setup as me, where you're working from home and got lots of gaming and work stuff. Oh, thank you, Nissa. They sold fine, But obviously, like, they tailed off once they were outside of our fan group. So getting other people who might be looking for a fun card game to play to know it exists is really hard when your marketing budget is zero. Like, we don't have any money to put into marketing. I think we did some Facebook ads. That's about it. And Facebook's mostly old people and robots. So, yeah, it's really tough.
Server terminal detected.
Like, I know people have asked about a video game. Like, man, that would be cool as shit, but video games are very expensive if you want them to be okay. I'm sure John would love to, but as far as it, like, being a thing, yeah, I can't imagine that would be close in any way. But it would be cool. That's the type of thing where if you can actually get funding, that would really help over time, not right away. Because unless we were learning how to code in Unity or Unreal, yeah, we're gonna have to, most of that money would go to like a developer and a publisher, I'm sure. But I have no idea how any of it works. Also, it would definitely be something we don't review if we were ever able to make a console wars game. Not gonna pull a IGN and be reviewing Humble Bundle or Humble published games. I always thought that was real weird. Like, you own the publisher. It is weird for you to be reviewing their games. I fully 100% respect Dan Stapleton and his review team. I don't think there was anything untoward from them about it. It's just weird. And good luck. I see Dan's retiring. He's got 2 young ones, and it's probably the only chance to get to spend a ton of time with him like that. So I respect it. I got to... I was in between either working at a place or working from home a lot while my stepkids were growing up. So I was lucky enough to be like a main caregiver. And it was a unique and mostly amazing experience. Sometimes kids are kids, but for the most part, they were very good kids. So, multiple! Yeah, I am really looking forward to next month. I'm very hopeful on review code and stuff for next month. I don't think we should miss out on anything. Like, we should be good with Battlefield. We should be good with Ball Pit and Keeper and Outer Worlds and Ninja Gaiden and the just never-ending bevy of stuff coming out. We should be good in November with Call of Duty and whatnot. Didn't get invited to Call of Duty Next. I don't know if I would have gone. I've just done so much travel from June through August that the thought of doing more probably would have said no, but didn't have to because didn't get invited to that one. I got invited to the press event, which I think makes more sense. I'm not like a part of the Call of Duty multiplayer community in any way. So I was not expecting an invite. I wasn't expecting an invite to a press thing. That was cool. Getting to go to Treyarch, and I have played Call of Duty multiplayer and zombies. Obviously, it's probably like an alpha build or something. I can never talk about them until Call of Duty Next, I would imagine, because that's what it was for everyone last year. But as it is now, it's like, yeah, you can play these, but you can't talk about them. You can't even say you played them. And then eventually, like, okay, you can say you played them. You can talk about it at a later date. I don't know when that later date is. I'm sure that they will let me know. Because I do like zombies quite a bit. I haven't played a ton of Call of Duty multiplayer. I would very much like to review the campaign again. Because it's funny, the preview I did was about the campaign, but that's the one thing I didn't get to play. But we should be there. Hopefully there'll be early access for it. I doubt it. There hasn't been recently, but it would be really cool if there was. So yeah, we are both very lucky to have what we have and in serious need of growing more on Patreon, or the website views have to go up. Like, it's an either or type of thing, because even with the YouTube views going up a ton, like doubling our views has gained us $300 or $400. If we doubled our views on the website, it would give us like $3 or $4 grand or something, or probably more because of the way it ramps up mathematically. But like YouTube views are worth so much less than website views by default. So, but then Patreon is incredibly stable and not tied to views. It's just tied to not pissing people off and having them quit, which is kind of hard around the whole recent political stuff. But like we lost one MVP because they were unhappy with the way the Discord wasn't sad enough. It's like, that's the way you feel, it's the way you feel. Fully respect it, but I'm not going to police people into being... It just feels weird. It's not an overtly political Discord, and it was mostly just about how weird things were more than anything else. So, or how bad the economy is among cheap things, or chiefly among things. But I saw Nissa. Do you get to talk about it, or is it a fully NDA'd one? Die, loot rat! Give me your loot. Oh, he died quick. Shit. 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 All shit loot, but I'm at a level where good loot is very rare. It's weird to get big enough that people start lying about you because they're jealous. I think that's one of the biggest things I've got to get used to. Like, we don't feel big, but we are. We're large, and we're known within gaming and gaming coverage in a way that's really weird. Like, when I go to Gamescom and a dozen different people all pull me out of the crowd and say hi, and I feel really bad because I don't immediately recognize them, but then thankfully they've got their names and shit. I'm like, oh Christ, I've known of your work for 20 years. Holy crap. It's cool. Like, it's really humbling and hard to get used to. And I guess because we were never in that weird jealous, be shitty about people category, we were definitely in the, man, if we could just be with the US press on some companies category. But as far as like being jealous of other websites or other creators or anything like that, like, absolutely not. It doesn't matter if like, oh, your channel is bigger than this one. How come they got this Xbox thing? It's like, because they're in America. That is it. They're in America. They've built up a trusting relationship with the American side of the PR people there. And so they get to be in it, and that is awesome. And I'm really happy for them. I know we don't... With our trying to shift away from console warring stuff, we don't have as many people on as we used to. It's not like some conscious we're better decision, but I definitely think it is something people have commented to me about. And it's tough, man. Like, there are some people I legitimately don't want to have on the show. And there are some people we've had a bunch of times before, and it just hasn't happened for whatever reason on having them back. That'll probably be something to look at over the holidays. We were traveling so much, and having different people on to cover for John or Nick being gone, that I do think we can probably get back to more guests. But also, 4 people is tough to negotiate, and so most of the time I really do like to keep the guests for when there's somebody missing, because it just makes it so much easier for everyone to talk around 3 people than it is around 4 that I've found. Not that we can't do it, but invariably it does mean one person is probably just not going to talk that much. But that ends up being me, which sometimes I'm perfectly fine with if I'm doing a ton of producing. Yeah, you don't want to hurt people's feelings and just say, like, outright no all the time, but I don't also want to string people along. So there have been a few times where I was like, probably not. But it's up to Nick. Nick is the podcast lead in all of our fake names, like me as reviews editor, or John as editor-in-chief. We don't have like an actual corporate structure that I know of. Oh, that's good, Nissa. Yeah, Winter's Barrel, long one in gestation. Yeah, it's been very interesting navigating becoming an actual company. I know some places still call us a fan site. It's like, no, we are an accredited press outlet. And I look at your website, and we work with more PR companies than you do. Not as a brag, but as we have a small team, and we're still able to pump out an insane amount of content. I don't think it's fair to call us a fan site. Like, we have paid employees. We want to get to the point of, paying freelancers and stuff as we can. Those freelancers would tend to be the people that have been with us for years, working entirely for free, where the quote thing that isn't free is the game code. Like, it's the most I can offer when I don't have a budget. But there are people who just really like Chengus and Barry, just really love doing this and getting the games and getting their thoughts about them out there. We're really lucky with pre-drag. I think it would be more of a pain in the butt right now until we can be a bigger company to ever be able to actually pay him. So again, for there, it's finding games he's really wanting to play and me getting him codes. But it's been a really cool, occasionally incredibly difficult learning process. But I think we've handled it really well. Like, I think from a site growth point of view, the person who would help the most on the Patreon side would be Nick. But that's not going to be cheap. We're nowhere near being able to do 2 or 3 people full time, let alone being able to add another one on. So we got lots to figure out and try and continue to grow. That's fun. I've never had more fun doing a job. I've also never worked harder. But I work hard a lot of the times because I'm having so much fun, and I really want us to grow. Because I know some people, like after I did the stay up all day and be first to get Hi-Fi Rush out there, and immediately gets 20,000 views and makes it worth it. And I remember Vinny Caravella from Nextlander at the time was like, man, I hope his boss didn't force him to do that. And I'm like, I did force myself to do that because I wanted to, because I was having a ton of fun, and we were so small that if we were first, beat the game and get a solid review out first, tons of views. Not first, not a ton of views. And like that 20,000 views probably got us like, I don't know, 40, 50 bucks. Every little bit helps. And it was just one day of me working 20 hours in a row, almost. Because I got up, we did the co-stream on the Developer Direct. Once that ended, I immediately started playing the game on stream. And that's always one of the funny things, too, is people will like say, I bet you didn't even play it. And I'm like, man, I streamed myself playing through either the entire thing or most of it. But they don't actually care. Again, it's one of the things I learned early, and I had to get through to John. Was most people who troll don't actually care. There's no point in talking with them. They don't want good answers. They just want to hurt your feelings. And the moment you start responding, they feel they have won. And so there's nothing to be gained from having a conversation with them. What do you mean, would I do something like that again, Mohammed? I got Dying Light the Beast on, what was it, Monday evening? I got Dying Light the Beast at like 8 p.m. Monday evening on Xbox. I got to play until 9 p.m. when they then delisted that version because it had a broken online component. You couldn't log in, and it wasn't going to work till launch, which I actually told them before they know because I've run into it before, that error code. So then they got me a Steam code. So I replayed the first hour of the game, and then I played 20 hours. 20 hours and had the review done by Tuesday night for the Thursday launch, because all day Wednesday, all day Thursday, and a lot of Friday was Silent Hill F. So my week last week was probably 70 hours between doing podcasts, prepping podcasts, co-hosting them while producing them. I did an hour stream of Sonic when that came in because I was finally enough ahead and I wanted to show up the Xbox version, doing the podcast, writing the reviews, editing other people's reviews, narrating my reviews, and then doing the video editing of my reviews, doing news. So yeah, last week was easily a 70-hour week. But if there is a shadow drop, absolutely. Lies of P Overture was a surprise release, but others had access to it and I didn't, so I didn't bother ever reviewing it. I just streamed it a bit. It was good. That's good enough coverage. I can't get to everything. But yeah, there's really not that many shadow drops that happen. Sometimes there are surprise drops where something you know is coming is released, but quite often those are also given to certain people ahead of time. So unless there is an actual race to be first, there's no point.
Hostile drone detected.
It's not going to help us at all, really. If you're not ready for embargo, then being either 1 day or 1 week or 1 month late makes no difference. Maybe 1 day, but if you are, say, 2 days or 2 weeks or a month, there's zero difference in how many views it'll get. Like, I'm not expecting much, if anything, from Sonic Racing, but Barry really wanted to do it, and John seems to really want a video, but I'm not expecting the article or the video to get a bunch of views. They're just not last week's embargo, so they don't have a chance, no matter how good they are. If our Patreon was big enough... Oh, no, if it's a shadow drop, the code... If it's a shadow drop on Game Pass, it doesn't matter, it's on Game Pass. But, I mean, even with Hi-Fi Rush, I got a code 45 minutes after the Direct. So they still normally... If you've got a relationship with that publisher, they'll send you a code. It's just how long will that take sometimes? Like, Final Fantasy XVI's shadow drop took about a day, I think, and then a code came in. I can't remember. I can look it up. But it was pretty close. And I gave the code to Ursel, who we still don't have a review on the site, and so I will continually tease him over it. Still don't have a Silksong review. But he's put over 70 hours into it, so it's not like I can complain. He's just trying to beat the whole thing, unlike a lot of other reviews. But no, you don't have to pay for shadow drops. You might have to wait sometimes if you don't have any relationship with the publisher. You're probably not going to get it, but if you do, then you should still get it like normal. So many ambushes. Where are you coming from? You going behind me? Cheater. Oh my god, this is so slow. And you're dead.
Hostile striker drone detected.
Come on, drones. You can come out more often than that. Jesus Christ. 5 drones? What an ambush. But yeah, shadow drops really don't happen often, so it's not something we run into all the time. The equivalent to that happens more often is when code is incredibly late. Like, we were one of the few Redfall reviews because everyone got code Friday for Monday embargo? Monday, I think it was Monday. So I had all Friday, all Saturday, all Sunday. Throughout Friday and Saturday, it was a 7. And then the second island was so goddamn good. And I was one of the lucky assholes who didn't have... Well, I say lucky. I didn't have many bugs. That I ended up really loving it and gave it that 8.5 that people couldn't believe. But it was because I actually played through the whole game. Unlike most people who covered it. Because I know, I looked and I found out and I saw even what they would just say straight up. It's like, I could barely get through the first island, so I gave up. It's a 5. I'm like, but you didn't beat it. That's just the most basic thing for any game with a story is you should beat it and see the story before reviewing it. Like, I don't have the time. I didn't realize that I had so much more left in Slime Rancher 2. So I don't have enough time to beat that story before the embargo, so I'm not going to review it. I'll talk about impressions on headlines this week at some point on the podcast, but like that's always our baseline for a review is beat the story. And if you think there needs to be more, then do the more. Never it's like, oh, I've seen enough on this one, unless it's like a sports game. It's like, I've played 20 matches and done every mode. Then you have to figure out what is enough. That's good to hear, Nissa. I'm not shocked it's a little smaller, even though it's taken a while. After its initial last spring? So, I definitely missed spring. That one can be January or February or March. We need a little break. I doubt it would be winter in December because that means December 21st or after, unless Europe does the Australia thing and theirs starts in December 1st. But October and November are busy enough. Even though I don't think November is super busy. But October is insane. Oh, that's nice. Good music always helps. I'm gonna get a drink. I'll be right back. Ooh. Aldi Pure Aqua Seltzer Water. It's very good and very cheap. Hopefully it stays that way. The only reason I can afford food shopping anymore is Aldi. This is their worst one. I don't like berry. It's not bad, but it's definitely not to the quality of the other ones. There's barely any flavor in it. The other one's like the peach one I had last night. Mwah. This one is like water with a tiny hint of berry aftertaste. And Mr. Hipshot is doing Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles for us. I'm not against having a community member help out in a genre they know a lot better than anyone here and are more interested in covering. And it is tough. It's not about finding somebody who's going to be positive. It's finding somebody who knows what they're talking about and wants to do it. Not always easiest. Got him. Yeah, Shaw's was always the one I tried to. We didn't have one close to us where I was, so I'd have to drive really far and then spend like $200 and really stock up. Depending on where we were living at the time. A lot of Market Basket, decent amount of Shaw's. Then Hannaford's was really good. Then I think Hannaford's got bought out. Can't remember. It was right around when I was moving. And I moved down here and everyone loved Publix, but Publix was always a little bit more expensive option, but their store brands weren't, and their store brands were good. And now even their store brands are more expensive than almost anything else. Publix is awful as a company and as a place to food shop. It is impossibly expensive in comparison to Aldi or even Walmart, though Walmart is terrible quality-wise. And Aldi is great. So I had really liked Winn-Dixie because with all their coupons and everything, it was decently cheap. But Aldi bought them out and then closed the Winn-Dixie next to us to make it into an Aldi, and that took almost a year. But it's finally open, and it's great. It's a really good Aldi. Mud-resistant gloves. I'd be mud-resistant. Is that both being dirt and moisture-resistant at the same time? God, I've leveled up a lot in here. Costco meat used to be great, and now Costco is just insane on how much it costs. So I gave up on it. Haven't gone there in a while. If things change and I start making more money here, I'd probably get a Costco membership again, but don't have one right now. Amazon Fresh is the cheapest groceries by far. Like, it's not even freaking close. The only thing close is Aldi, really. But the selection's a lot less with Aldi. So quite like milk on Amazon Fresh is like $2.50 for a gallon of milk. It's ridiculous. It's at least $3.50 or $4. In a Publix, it's like $5 or $6. So end up doing a lot of grocery shopping on Amazon Fresh. The only difference is it's really hard to remember everything you need or want when you're just looking at the way Amazon lays it out. Like, you're not walking down an aisle being like, oh yeah, I could use this, or oh yeah, that's right, I need that. Yeah, we have a big, very nice Costco near us that I used to have a membership at, but their meat prices were just awful. And that was one of the main things I went there for. Go every few weeks, stock up on meat for dinners and stuff. Stock up on toilet paper and whatnot, but it's just way too much now. Bunga bunga bung bung. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a quieter week. I'll probably focus on finishing up Alien Rogue Incursion's Xbox port. It's funny, it's another game. I've played and beaten the whole game. I know exactly what that game is, but I know if I don't beat it entirely again, that saying the port is this is just going to drive people insane. So I'll beat the freaking game again. It's not that long. It's just flat now. It is no longer a VR game. This is not the VR version. This is a made for flat screens version of the exact same game. So I already know the whole thing. I've already beaten the whole thing.
You okay?
That's one of the things. The friggin' people are like, oh, you only played 9 hours of the Oblivion remake instead of the entire thing. Like, yeah, it's the exact same fucking game on the same engine. It is the creation engine underneath a nice looking, mediocre performing UE5 setup. Like, sorry I played it on Xbox and it was good enough for me. I know it's got some bugs with the friggin' reflections and shit, but it's still Oblivion. I don't have to play all of Oblivion again to be able to understand how this port is. But, yeah, people like getting mad. And plus, how do you know I played 10 hours of it? I streamed all of it, and then I said that in the review. Unlike you, who would say you played a whole game, and then I'd look at your achievements and your time played, and it would say 30 minutes played, no achievements unlocked on your account. But no, gotta fucking pretend everyone else is doing that. You're a dipshit. And again, not a thing I would talk about or care if I was left alone. Garbage, 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 garbage. The best gear is in Heroic, but Heroic's really annoying, where if you die 3 times, you're done. And while I can get through Heroic missions with my gear, it's just a very different, boring playstyle. You gotta be very, very careful. Yeah, I imagine in Hawaii, because you're so far away that getting restocks all the time isn't easiest, so having a very large, all one-stop, stock-up type of place, very useful. Bulk. That's what I was trying to think of. Bulk. There's the sound of the police. I like wearing lots of fleece. Ooh. I don't want to shoot that lock. That'll immediately get everyone angry. It is annoying how you can be very far away, but you have to shoot a lock. And then everyone in the level's like, he's here! It's pain! Multiple threats present. Wait. Multiple threats present. I have not known about any market basket drama. Ever since I moved, I pretty much don't exist to my family, so I don't get any gossip. Yeah, Market Basket is a New England grocery store. I think mainly Massachusetts. It was like the Demoulas family. Demoulas. Yeah, very big in Massachusetts, but I don't know that it was in many other places. Maybe some in New Hampshire, maybe? I don't even know. It's like many of the people who now live in Florida. I was born and raised elsewhere. I only moved here because of Amanda. I did it. How many more floors for the week? Probably a lot. If I had to think. Projects. That's right. Oh yeah, still plenty more. Another 5 floors must be cleared for this exotic cache. Another leveling. Jesus Christ. Bow, bow. Ah, and only Nissa and I would know that it is Worcester, not Worcester. I mean, the British people should know it's Worcester. But in America, everyone always looks at that and goes, Worcester or Leomonster. And it's like, no, Worcester, Leominster, a lot of the old-timey English names that don't sound the way you would think. It's like Worcestershire sauce. That was from the Merrimack Valley, so I was a little north and east of Worcester. I was closer to, I was right on the border of New Hampshire most of my life. Ah, there you go. Work in Leominster. Bum, 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 dun, 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 dun. Right. Ow. Oh, I'm full. Ooh, piece of candy. You know, I should probably think about breaking some gear down. Anything for the library? Nope. Boop. English is a very good language to speak poorly. It's one of the only languages out there where you can really mess up what you're saying and still have native speakers know exactly what you mean. It's got that going for it. Already got it. Yay, more goddamn textiles you can barely use. I've gotten like everything that's free in this game, I think. Yeah, everything. Pretty much everything's always a duplicate. And when I have a bajillion textiles, it's really hard to ever find anything I can use them on, because everything's just actual money and not textiles. So, because like they've got a ton of weird outfits in this game, but they all of these things always require actual money. I'd like to look like a stalker. That'd be cool. Yeah, you got to go all the way to like the beginning to find any of the stuff that lets you use textiles anymore. And it looks like shit. Like this one, yeah, this one doesn't. I can buy 2 pieces with textile, or 2 pieces with textiles. That's it. The rest would have to be real money. Real money. Real money. And they're like an incredibly low chance. So. Wow, wow, wow. Another ambush. No, he's shooting a tiny little pistol. Damn it. They're so hard to hit. I understand suppression as a mechanic, but I find it very annoying. Yeah, try and punch me as I shoot you 70 times. It is funny, people have such a hard time with the fact that people are bullet sponges in this game, because it looks more realistic. But it's like, I don't know. They don't have to be a giant alien monster for it to work as a mechanic. It is, oh my god, I leveled again. Oh, season pass level. It is funny because of how much easier it is to aim on PC, where it's some people barely play it as cover shooter until they're at the higher difficulties, and then they're like, why do I'm always dying the moment I'm out of cover. It's like, yeah, it's supposed to be a cover shooter. You were just so accurate that you didn't have to worry about that. But now you die too fast. Ooh. Oh, my butt. Like Christ, it's already been an hour and a half. I have talked so much that my throat hurts. I'm gonna get a different drink. I don't like this one at all. All the cat stuff we have in the house, and JoJo's just in a box on the table. Like always. Yeah, Silent Hill F is awesome. Yeah, let's try this grapefruit. Better. Oh, it's hot in here. I need to message our landlord again. For some reason, actually, I'm going to try and clean out the exhaust on our AC. Because it keeps leaking water. It's running great. It just keeps leaking water everywhere, so we have to constantly catch it in pans and empty it. Even though we just had a guy out here who cleaned it out and said it was fine. Ow! I'm gonna shoot me in the hip. I'll shoot you in the hip. Don't you shoot me in the butt. I'll shoot you in the face. Wah. Wah ha ha. Wario.
Terminal infiltrated.
Got him. Turn my infiltrated. This bingo bongo blurp. Seminaries are kinda scary. I was, in fact, a Catholic altar boy at one point. Not for long. Didn't have the temperament for it. But I did get to go to Canopy Lake Park. So, it was worth it. Yeah, it's one of the nice things about renting is if he has to replace the AC, he has to replace it and not us, because we would never have the money for that. But I wouldn't mind if we could start saving up money and eventually get a house. Not in this... Maybe in this market. It's not a great seller's market. But we're stuck in a friggin' place where if you move anywhere, you're always in an HOA. And they all suck. They can't be good. It's not allowed by Jesus. God damn it. This is a hair trigger, right trigger. Yeah, thankfully, it can get really cold. It just leaks water underneath it when it does.
Multiple hostiles.
Oh my god, it's ambush day. Ah, shit! Ow! Thank god you didn't keep swinging or I would have been dead. Robin Hood! Get him! Ah, my toes! Bah!
Agent killed.
Damn it, I hadn't healed up enough. Darn heckin' butts. How many more? 4 more. Wish it was 10 floors. Wow, rent out the whole thing?
Terminal in hostile control.
I would say that can't be cheap, but it's still Canopy Lake, so it's probably not too bad. Take that, you stupid warhounds. Blah, blah. Pick it up. Thank you. MVP Sports. MVP Sports. You know what I miss? I miss candlepin bowling. I don't like 10-pin. 10-pin hurts. Candlepin was fun.
Accessing server. Field terminals.
Candlepin should be the only pin. There, I've said it.
System disrupted.
Nope, you're dead, idiot lady face. This is what you get for not dating me.
System malfunctioning.
What's weird is how negative they made calling people an incel. Like, but if you are an incel, I should be able to call you that. Like, no, that's just mean. Like, all right, well, you're a fucking weirdo. Get better at dating. Not saying it's easy, but stop being so angry at women. My God. Not healthy.
System racked.
For you or for society as a whole. Wow. Floor 51 cleared. First try. 20 hours? Yeah. You're pretty much on the opposite side of us, right? There are a ton of absolutely amazing places here. You just got to make sure it's an okay time to do so. To not get overtly political, but I mean, Summer Games Fest this year was tiny because most of the games industry did not want to fly to America. Gamescom and Tokyo Game Show are bigger than before because everyone wants to go there now. It's just the way it is. Just the way it is. Some of the most amazing places on the planet are here. Lots of incredible people. Hopefully it'll get better. There's definitely a downward trend in international travel to a few places in the West right now. It's laying on the job. Laying down. Gotta get you killed in this country, brother. No, I won't. I've killed you like 900 times, lady. I did! And I won. Yay. Ow, ow. Hey, you had only been running for like 3 seconds, man. You were out of shape. Savannah, you ran to the back door. They're at the front. Yeah, there you go. Savannah. You're fine. Go lay down. Go lay down. These people come and bust their asses in the heat every week. They don't deserve to be barked at. They're making everything look nice in exchange for getting money. In a job that most people don't want to do. They don't need you ruining at them. Because it's loud. Oh no, not a drone ambush. These are always so terrifying. Just wait for old Grandpa drone to get here. Long. Oh wow, I got those 4 drones. I was able to do that. Give me some snacks. 3 food. I know they tried to start saying that video game violence was the cause of shootings again, but people got really mad and that kind of died off. So now they're shifting to Tylenol causes autism, which has already been disproven. But like, the facts don't matter. I'm curious what's next. It's also funny to say it's Tylenol and not the drug that Tylenol is a name brand for. Because Tylenol is not the exclusive way to get the drug Tylenol. It's the name brand for a specific drug. I don't know. It's a weird, silly time. I am hopeful that we get some good headway with, like Ninja Gaiden 4, I probably don't need more than a week for, but I really hope I've got a couple weeks. Like, I hope I get Ninja Gaiden 4 2 weeks ahead of time, have it done in a week or two, and then I immediately have the Outer Worlds waiting for me. So that would make next month a lot easier. Because, like, if John really wants to do Battlefield and I've already got Ninja Gaiden, fine by me. It's when I don't have anything to do that I'm a lot more loath to give anything up. One of the main things I really want, but it's a want and not a need, is DaVinci Resolve Studio. It's like $300, but boy, is it worth it. We could do cloud stuff together and have full-on GPU decoding and encoding instead of just when I'm making the final video. It'd be nice. That's a nice to have, not a need to have. Hey, SJ. Yeah, I have not played Ninja Gaiden 4. John has. But I have played The Outer Worlds 2. And it was great. The opening intro I played. That was it. That was all that was in the build. Essentially the tutorial level. Build your character. Do a thing that sets up the story. Fin. So this is an incredibly short lull in between them, SJ, because, like, I mean, how many have we done this month? There's still a lot to do, but they're not mine to end the month. Like, I wouldn't be doing this. I probably would have gotten out a Sonic Racing review over the weekend and really been going nuts if I was on that one, but Barry's better at those kart racers. I'm not doing Lego Party. That'd be John. Like, I have the Xbox version of a game I already reviewed the VR version of in Alien Rogue Incursion. Part 1, Evolved Edition. Where their key art still doesn't say Part 1 all the time in the game. In fact, it doesn't say Part 1. I don't think they... Well, I don't know in the Xbox version, but I know in the VR version it did not say Part 1. Until after launch. It's really weird. So I don't have anything really until Battlefield that I know of, that I can remember right off the top of my head. So, hey, Summit project done. What exotic that I already have do I get? Another Mantis. I think Soul is over 70 hours into Silk Song, but there's still no review. So I don't care. He's grounded. At least some of these have max tier rolls. So much garbage. Garbaggio. For your father. For your father. I am Enzo, the baker. I wonder if anyone will, when somebody finally redoes The Godfather, will they put all of the Sonny's enormous dick and his girlfriend's enormous vagina side quests in there? I'm going to guess no. All right, Mantis with full damage, and then blah, blah. Nah, the other one's still better. Yeah, the big show! so much stuff. One of the hardest things getting into a game like this is learning how to quickly go through your drops and see if they're any good or not. Some people get stuck on them a long time. I learned early on, just get through as quick as you can. Or you're not going to have a good time. Hey, Mort. Well, you know I have. Because you're here watching me all the time. Is this the last one? I finished off my gloves. 12 of 12. 3 of 3. Gloves are done. Gloves, holsters, and body armor. The only ones I've ever completed all the way. Oop. Oh, man. Oh. So John said he's probably going to be looking to stream this week with his 6 sessions. I'll probably do another one with my steering wheel setup and try and have a camera looking at it and jump through like Forza Motorsport and Horizon and Wreckfest and some stuff. Outside of that, I'll be doing the Alien Rogue Incursion Part 1 Evolved Edition Xbox review that comes out next week. The game itself comes out next week, so it should be sometime around there. I gotta look. We got headlines tomorrow. We've got the Tokyo Game Show co-stream for Xbox on Thursday at 6 a.m. my time. We've got then headlines 3 or so hours after that. Maybe a second Netflix this Friday. We'll see. And then podcast episode 282. I think 282 would be this weekend. So keep an eye out. We've got tons of reviews still coming, believe it or not. I know we've had, by far, I think the most videos in a month this month. At least it feels that way. Content's been, quality-wise, has been good. My review for Silent Hill F is up. I absolutely loved it. If you want to go watch that, it's fully spoiler-free. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to go relax a bit, have some lunch, and then probably hit the news and SEO grind for a bit. But I will see you guys tomorrow morning for headlines. Ciao for now.
You need cooling. Maybe I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you